Y'all over here having conversations, and I'm just listening to the conversation, trying to enjoy it. You said call in, video in, I did it. I ain't
I
saying
appreciate it. So you're married, by the way.
Yes, I am.
Last time I checked.
I don't want to.
No, I am.
Okay,
I ain't out here with these single problems that y'all talking about.
That's what I'm saying. So you got a different perspective, obviously looking at us and saying like, dang, like what's more shocking to you looking on that side, seeing what we're talking about? What's the most shocking thing to you that you say in your mind, like, wow, that be going on now? Or what's different from when you, I mean, if anything, maybe you just like, no, that's the same stuff that went on when I was out there. That's why I found somebody that I ain't have to be out there no more with, if anything.
He's a genius, by the way.
No, I mean, when I got married, me and Tracy were both working. So that wasn't a dynamic. But when we had kids, her job got relocated to New Jersey. She like, we ain't moving. So she's not working and I'm paying all the bills. And so that's our current dynamic, and it's like, it is what it is. And, she misses working because she used to making her own coin. She like, I'm used to being able to do what I want to do. And so that dynamic makes it interesting because, she was single for 30 some years, making her own money. And now it's just like, we got a joint account. She looking like, well, can I use the money in a joint account? I'm like, yeah, you can. But she's still feeling like, I want to have my own money that I can go out here and do what I need to do. So that dynamic is.
Even though you're making it like, look, this is just as much as your money as it is mine. You can do whatever you want. It's just
that's
her.
Not real.
Huh?
That's not real.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're making it that, but she still feels like, look, I still want my own money. Because obviously if you're making the money and you have two small children in a big 8-footer, obviously if she's taking care of them at home, like that is tremendously helping you out, like ridiculously. So but like you said, if she's so used to doing this for 30 years and she can't see how the value in doing that is way more than her going to get a job and bringing $50,000-$60,000 in the household, then it's if you can't relay that message, then I guess you just in a situation where you like kind of so it probably make more sense for you to, as the children get older, get her back in the job no matter what it is, so she can feel to where she's more comfortable making her own money and doing her own thing.
I'm like, you gonna make $200K. I stay at home with the kids with an apron on. I don't care.
Let's switch, baby. Let's switch.
My goodness.
I've been baking cakes.
It wouldn't bother you, huh? Baby, can I have a little money for a haircut? Thank you.
Right. I'll be a full-time host with y'all. I'll be here.
Hey, baby, I'm going on the podcast with Mike and Vince. Is that okay, baby? Everything is cooked and stuff. The kids are in bed.
Right. Kicking it with y'all.
What do you find is her major issue? If you can be honest about it, what is her major issue with not working? Is it just the not having her own money part?
It's not having her own money, but not feeling like she's adding value to the household. Like Vince was saying, even though she's taking care of the kids, some people feel like if you're not making money, you're not adding value to the household, no matter if you're taking care of 2 kids, 4 kids, 35 kids. It's like you're not making money. And that's a determinant on your value. I see your face, Vince. I agree. But
no, I mean, with that's just crazy to me when you can't, you could make all the money in the world, but if the house is just, if my children aren't, clean or fed, or the house is just falling apart, it's just like dishes everywhere. Like that'd drive me more crazy than a clean house and me trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my light bill.
Right.
But society's different though. I mean, you see these women and you see I'm independent. I'm a black woman. I'm out here doing this, and you look around like womp womp womp. I'm just watching these kids. I mean, it's that. It's that pressure sometimes to feel like you're not complete if you're not making money, or you got to go ask your husband for some money, or you got to go it's that mindset that, a woman's mind sometimes gets crippled by that because they don't see the value in making sure everything's cool. I mean, it ain't even the cooking and the cleaning. It's just making sure that, not having to pay for 2 kids in daycare. That's about $5,000 a month. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was
Now,
about
did you
to say.
did you say some or all women?
Because did you say some or all?
Who?
You didn't say something?
No, I'm not answering that question.
I didn't know what you said, man. I didn't know what he said. I didn't know.
Do you find that I find the independent, strong black woman don't need no man thing to be very detrimental myself. Like, I just think it's an ideology that is plagued. I mean, like, how much older than Vince are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I thought I
Why
was
don't
much
you
older
just
when he
ask
was
him
in
how
college.
old
I
he
found
is?
out I'm like 2 days older than Vince. I thought I was much older than him back in the day when he was in college. I'm 2 days older than him.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Okay, so you're 80s, right?
He was born in the 70s. He was not born in the 80s.
I'm
Negative.
45. I'm 45.
Okay, so I can say our generation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you find that it's like that ideology has plagued and ultimately like messed up? Like, do you find it to be detrimental? That ideology, the strong black woman don't need no man. Do you find that thing to be detrimental? Because, like, for real, your wife, I would think that your wife would be ultimately like super duper okay with that idea.
Super duper.
Like,
you're the freaking husband, by the way. It ain't like you like a pimp and you got other
you're
working women. Like
you're her
are
only husband.
Yeah, like you're her freaking husband. Like, you should be okay with your husband taking care of you. Like, I married you, you married me.
Right. Do you find that to be detrimental though?
I mean, I think that the issue is there's a whole bunch of black women out here angry. And because they're angry.
A whole bunch, not all. I mean, but just a whole bunch.
I mean, and so the issue is they have a voice and they speak about, you don't need a man. You can do this on your own. And so that kind of resonates in the mind of black women sometimes. And they don't even want to look for a on their level black man. They got to find a black man who ball and who could be like, like y'all talking about here, pay for everything. Okay. It's just like, you making 60, I'm making 45. It's like, no. It's just like, well, shoot, I gotta be making 105 and you making. So it's that whole dynamic of people don't want to meet in the middle and grow nothing. It's like you gotta have it. Like you was talking about, Mike. In your mind, you like, I gotta have 57 pages of the book done already. That's just, to have that type of mindset. Not saying this, I'm saying this what it is, but just to have to think like that, that's not old school. Old school back in the day, a man would come with a house, the woman would come with some groceries, and they would build everything together. It wasn't like it is nowadays. You gotta have 2 cars, you gotta have all this. It's just messed up the way that they.
And you could make a lot less per capita or per the cost of living. That's what I'm trying to say. Per the cost of living, you can make a lot less and stretch it a lot longer. Like, people only have 2.3 kids on average nowadays. It wasn't like that before we was born. Like, people had, the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, definitely the rich and the jizzy. It was all old dirty bastard. It was all
old dirty bastard. Capadonna too. Like, they had the whole Wu-Tang Clan. It'd be 9. Like, everybody has 9. You know what I'm saying? Aunts and uncles. Like, that's just ridiculous. But it's just like nowadays we have less kids. We make maybe more money, but it's just life. I think it's just, the modern way of living is just so stupid expensive. And two, I don't really think that it's like all women. I think it's like a strong, because when you hear it's strong, independent black woman don't need no man. It's not strong, independent
white women.
Yeah,
I never heard.
Or Mexican women.
Yeah, I never hear that, D. Winston. That's all I'm saying is that I never hear that. I'm not trying to say nothing.
Not trying to say all, but I'm just saying.
But when I hear strong, independent, I definitely, it says black.
Yeah, and then also too with that, like, I don't like, saying submit is like a curse word. Hopefully we don't get flagged. You
bullying. They take people off of Facebook for bullying.
Oh man!
You said what word?
Submit.
Oh, we shut down. Shut it all down.
Yeah, right. Submit is like a curse word, and I don't think I haven't found that if you don't have your finances in order, that a woman is willing to submit in the same capacity she will for a guy who's making 6 figures or has everything together. Like it's tough.
Not fair, but true.
But that's the thing. I don't want it to be fair. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. But if I do, here's my book. You know what I'm saying? I'm on page 67 or whatever. You need to get on my page and, you know what I'm saying, comment on that.
My nigga.
But that independent, like I say, it's plagued Black women because it's separated. It's like you're married, and I'm very happy for you that you've been married because you've been married for a minute now.
Coming up on 6 years.
6 years, wonderful, man. Many more. But like we're not getting married like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Black people ain't really getting married like that. So that like average number that I gave, like the 42 average income for Black men and 38 average income for Black women, it's just like together that's 80. It's a middle class family. That's a pretty good family. You know what I'm saying? Most of us didn't come up in middle class households. Most of us came up in, I'm from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not that great of a situation. So I mean, it would be ideal for two people to come together with their average income to build something. But like I just you don't find unless she's already under the average. If she's making like 20,000, then she's like, we need to get together and build something, but you ain't got nothing. You want to build something with my something, but you ain't got nothing. Nah, man. But
D. Winston, man, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on here, man.
Hey, when my wife start making this money, I'm gonna be the third wheel on the show, y'all. Just
hey, man, hey, you're welcome.
You're
welcome, man. Come on in till we get another mic, another chair, or I'll just kick Michael off the show. You come on down.
Michael keep the show afloat, man.
I know.
It's Mike and Vince. It's Mike first.
Nobody like Vince.
Nobody like Vince. That's what I'm saying.
All right, everybody listening. All right, D. Winston.
All right, man.